Hello everybody, it's Beachside360 and today I'm going to be making a video about the best possible raid camp you could make. Um, Here I have my camp here. As you can see, it's a quick 3x3 and an extra 2 up here. It's just a very quick camp. It's not meant to be looking good. It's supposed to be focusing on, important things rather than decorations. So the whole concept of this camp is to have all your crafting stations and everything you need, all your resources that can be created and stuff, the symptomatic, and buff machines. This is what you absolutely want. So this is going to be my main focus on the video, is these buff machines. If you have a camp directly next to the Gleaming Depths entrance, like where I am, you could set up shop and everything, whatever you want, set up all your stuff, but main thing you want is your resources. You got your food, all that, but these buffs, you're really gonna want them. These buff, what do you call it? What do you really call these? Buff decorations, buff builds. These temporary buff machines are really good as they give you buffs. I think everybody knows this is self-explanatory for all the high levels who are watching this video, but I think people usually tend to forget about the buffs and just wing it and stuff. This will help anybody out real quick. Now, I'm going to give a quick explanation and, a quick rundown of the best possible thing you could do here. So, we'll start with this guy, this one. These three, all you have to do is activate them, and you get the buff. We'll start with this one. This one should help too. I should be receiving a buff in a little bit. Just give it a quick second. There you go. There's a buff right there. Let's go over to this one. And they take a bit, obviously. I think everybody knows this. And there you go. You have some extra buffs there. You have Company T here. The wrestling machine. You got these little weightliftings. All these buff machines are really good to use just before you enter the raid. So I recommend it to anyone who's trying to, help them out, help yourself out, get stronger and whatnot. Do whatever you can. This is the best possible thing you could possibly do to help you out in the raids. As this one that I'm doing right here is going to increase the strength by 2. And I think all these buffs are different or the same depending on the time. If I go to stats right now, we go all the way down here. Strength boost, 30 minutes. Yes, they're all 30 minutes. So you got yourself 30-minute buffs for each machine, each buff machine. You got 30 minutes on you. It's amazing. You have to do this. Best recommendation I could possibly recommend to you. Set up a quick raid camp anywhere around. Try not to do it where I am. Do it wherever you want, but anywhere around, because everybody's going to be making camps around here. Whatever you can. Also, the best thing you could do is have an ally. You can have 3 different camps. Like this camp, I'll have Adelaide. Her buffs that she gives me is, or gives you, is temporary increased damage to robots, and that's really good, especially against the first raid boss. Now you could go to, I got other allies. I have Maul. Maul increases your strength and reduces the weight of melee weapons, but the main thing you want him for is the strength. Joey, the comedian guy, he increases like buffs towards defense. So if you pop those 3 allies, you go to different camps, or even if you stay in one camp and you just tear down the first allies workbench or whatever, you put in the other ones, you could easily pop them up real quick, and you'd have not only the 30-minute buffs, but you have the buffs provided by your allies too. Now the next thing you want to do here is about resources, resource collectings. You could call it Kenny. It doesn't really give you that much here. As you can see, it lasts a few seconds. But if you go over to, like, dog food, you got yourself a full stack of, you got yourself a full food bar. Now popcorn, it reduces your hunger and thirst, and I forgot how long. Let's see, does it tell me? We'll eat one. status, if we go down to, for 15 minutes you got reduced hunger and thirst. That is absolutely perfect, especially for you when you're trying to increase your food and water bar. So it increases your buffs that you get when you like are full hunger and thirst. Also, Nuka-Cola machine is really good, especially if you have the perk Cola Nut. If you go around here, look for that perk. Cola Nut, Nuka-Cola drinks are now twice as beneficial. You could buy a whole bunch of Nuka-Cola drinks and whatnot, and you should get... Here, let's just give it a test. Get a random Nuka-Cola drink. And actually, let's do the test right now so I can get this proven here. Cola Nut, we'll take a Nuka-Cola twist. Pleasant random effect, let's see what the random effect is. Nuka-Cola twist. 2 intelligence for 9 minutes. That's really good. And let's see what it's like when I take away. My game, is it crashing? Let's see what happens when I take away Cola Nut. It ends up being... Oh wait, it's still 9 minutes. Okay, maybe at the time of drinking it, it was 9 minutes. Let's try taking another one. Restocking. You know, I never really looked into the Nuka-Cola mystery machine. I guess it only gives you one every now and then. But if you have a Nuka-Cola resource collector, like a, what do you call it, Collectron, Nuka-Cola Collectron is really good. Increase whatever benefits you have there. I have one in another camp. And that's another good thing that'll help you out. Sorry if I sound de-energized. I am doing this kind of late. Very tired, but I definitely wanted to make this video quickly to get this out to all the people trying to help themselves out in the raids. So most important is buffs, ally buffs, however much you can get from as many allies as you can, Nuka-Cola buffs, and the next step I'm going to talk about is food and drinks. So here we got Ragtag meat. The more food you have, the more beneficial it is, because food doesn't only fill your hunger bar, but they increase. Each cooked meal has like separate benefits to them that are really good. So if you pop like several cooked meals together just before you enter a raid encounter, you got those buffs for a little bit of time. And then you got some beer here. Beer's good too, but it doesn't last too long, and it does have that negative effect of the, I think, of the intelligence. Well, these have to be fermented. Boiled water, you know, you do what you want with that. And if you have something like this is really good. This has to be purchased in the Atomic Shop though. It automatically just creates a bunch of food for you. It's really good. That is recommended though. Obviously, some people here watching might not have that, but it is in the Atomic Shop. Limited probably. It's probably not there right now, but whatever you can get. There is some things you can get by the Foundation Gold Bullion Vendor and the Crater Gold Bullion Vendor. There's some stuff you can get there. So if we go, yeah, pretty much you want to focus on food, drinks, water, whatever buffs you got. And over here, I have a whole row of water purifiers to collect water. Because if you don't know, if you craft Stimpack Diluteds, you require, like, I think it's 2 water per Stimpack, and it creates 2 extra Stimpaks, which obviously they work less efficient, but it is pretty good if you keep popping them, so you have like a little more. I mean, that's just a tip. That's usually what most bloodied people do. Now you get Chemist stacked with Super Duper, and you're set with the Stimpack Diluted. You will have like look, I have like 200, just so you have like a bunch that you could pop. And if you're a bloody guy and you have to remove all your rads because of the event, there's an easy thing you could do here. I'll remove some of my rads. Have at least a radioactive barrel nearby. That'll help you super, because there's no radioactive material around here. unless you walk all the way to AMS testing site, and it is a journey. Especially if you're over encumbered. But if you're lucky like me, you got the Foundry Smelter through, like, I think it was a last season pass. This one gives you a lot of rags. So this is very helpful when you want to stop doing raids, you want to get back to your normal self. Yep, just do that. So that's kind of it for what I have to tell you. You know, ally buffs, buff machines, pop them all before you get into the raid. Remove any diseases you don't want. Cola nut perk, that increases the duration. Company T, I haven't looked into this one, don't know what that one does, but you know what, extra things that you want, help. You know, popcorn, canned dog food, ammo, all the crafting machines and everything. Nuka-Cola Collectron. I right now have a Raider Collectron. I should probably change it to Nuka-Cola Collectron because that would probably be better. So, let me do that real quick. I don't need all that. We'll go to... There we go. We got Nuka-Cola Collectron collecting, but it's in the Raider form, so... That's kind of it. You know, hopefully this helps some people out there, because I would recommend this quick setup camp, you know, for whatever. And, you know, whatever you want, you know. Hope you enjoyed. You know, sorry for the unenthusiasm of this video, but, you know, I was doing this late and I wanted to get this out quickly because I know the raids, you know, people are already looking up videos, and if I put it out later, it's just gonna get less attention than it would if I do now. So hopefully you guys liked it. Hopefully this helped a lot, because I know a lot of people forget about the buff machines and whatnot, and, you know, extra additions of, you know, all the buffs you could get for food, water, and all that. So hopefully this helped, you know. Thanks for watching. See ya.